then, this is surely a surprise to all of us. Klei went and released an update on a Tuesday of all days. And you know what? If they're gonna go off script, so am I. As there I was, ready to break down the depths of Duplicity bit by bit by going to talk about the 4 new Shadow Plinth Kit crafts. But now I get to do just that with new tweaks to said gear, while also going on about new depth worm changes, some missing patch notes that they just didn't mention for some reason, and it's kind of really freaking important, Klei, and then some. So let's get to it. After we warm up our ears with a little tidbit of the new main menu music, everyone, enjoy. Good stuff, as is this. Remember the Beefalo Gloom Bell, everyone? The thing that allowed us to bind to a Beefalo and then revive it if it happened to die in any unfortunate way? Yeah, well, it still does exactly that, but let's say things just got a lot more interesting. Bye-bye, meal on wheel. I hit the wrong button. Okay, bye-bye again. Let's go ahead and do ourselves a revive. Wait for the whole dang thing to go through this, but hold up. Beard, it's not gone. Nope, it is not. Gloom Bells now do the exact same thing as always. Get rid of our maximum health, take a whole heck of a lot of sanity, bring back our Beefalo from the dead. But yeah, cooldown. 15 frickin' day cooldown, everybody. So it's good, but yeah, best make sure your beef doesn't die in 15 days. That's pretty crazy, as is the Shadow Maul still, even though the thing is continuing to get a couple nerfs here and there. As we know, to level this thing up, we need to kill bosses. Boom, level 1, great. And we also know, as it levels up, we gain lifesteal, everybody. And that necessarily hasn't changed in this patch, but something related to it has. The sanity drain that we see while we are gaining lifesteal is actually increased. Now, as you saw in that last clip, level 1, it's pretty much a 1-to-1. You gain some health, you lose 1 point of sanity. This one, I'm guessing it's closer to 1.5 points of sanity at level 2. And at level 3, no surprise, this one very, very clearly 2 points per, everybody. Okay, yeah, reasonable. Like I said, all this healing with an incredibly strong weapon at the cost of just 2 sanity per hit. Chances are you'll kill a lot of things before that even becomes a problem. Yeah, I think we're good. But not everything's a nerf, because they did actually decrease the hunger drain, everybody. This table is probably still kind of close to what we're dealing with. Of course, I'm about to lose my light. Love it, great, perfect. But the point is, we won't have to worry about a 12 per minute hunger drain anymore, although it is relatively still quick by the judge of things, standing right here looking at the number ticking down. Actually, I just mapped that out. It ticks every 5 seconds. 5 goes into a minute 12 times, meaning it's still 12 per minute. So, Klei, yeah, it's not implemented yet. You're releasing updates to updates that aren't actually updating anything. But let's talk why I chose Willow, everybody, because Willow players just got something new. If we start a fire with... Really? If we start a fire with Controll Burning, you know, her skill that doesn't allow things to spread, we can now right-click on specific fires to turn them into a fire that can thus... Come on, be close enough. That's good. I'm surprised I did that one and not with that one. Okay. Point still stands. Now we can stoke fires to start them to spread if we want it. So talk about controlled burning. Absolutely. So again, I stoked that one, meaning the fire is spread. This one, if I do nothing, is just going to stay there and do absolutely nothing for 30 seconds until it becomes a tree that's charred. Now that's pretty freaking cool. But now let's talk 2 notes that are not so cool. Mostly because Klei didn't tell us about them in the official and full release of this update, so we all look like idiots. But rifts are active, am I right? Which means, ooh, we can kill the Fuel Weaver over in the Atrium in order to kind of reset the labyrinth and thus get ornate chests, right? Wrong. That is how it was working until Klei went and said, okay, rifts are active, it just automatically makes it to where ordinary chests can show up. You don't have to reset anything or kill a few Weaver. Now don't get me wrong, that's amazing. And I think they actually gave away the store, if you know what I mean. When you find an ordinary chest that might have nightmare fuel on the bot, never mind. Okay, apparently I didn't give the Atrium, which is the whole point. Did they change everything about these ding-dong things? Because how am I supposed to get a Shadow Atrium now if I didn't put it inside it yet? Okay, well, here's the note, everybody. If you find Nightmare Fuel on the ground near an ornate chest while rifts are active, guess what? An ordinary chest is there, but yeah, don't pull a me. Make sure you put the frickin' Shadow Atrium in before they become the Mimic. But just to confirm, never mind. They don't actually give away the store. But, is this gonna do? Okay, yes. You still have to make sure you're real fast about it. Okay, there's no way to really tell. I kind of like the Nightmare Fuel idea that I just brought up, but you know, to each their own. But now the really poo-poo one, the Spelunker Bridge Kits. Now, we probably wouldn't have been able to place it here anyway, but the point still stands. We can no longer use these things in both the Atrium here or the Labyrinth. And I'm just like, really? Why are you patching out fun? Like, I kind of get what you're going for. You want us to go through these things, but you already got rid of void walking. The maximum distance is only 6 tiles. Where are we bridging where that actually matters? Of course, to the Labyrinth and or the Atrium. And you took away those both. But it is what it is. So let's talk about the next, oh Jesus. Let's talk about the next big change. And it's to this guy. And you just saw one of them right there. He will now spawn on us instead of just like showing up from off screen. And you might be able to notice I'm a little cheeky when I zoom in a little bit. The guy's art has changed, but it's really the animation itself. It is a heck of a lot smoother overall, so it will look like it's not some weird chunky modded thing. But his next biggest change, everyone, spike damage. And probably the best way to show you is actually to get him eating, but and then get over here so he has to loop around. Why are you not dealing damage to me? No, you're dealing damage to me. There you go. No, Jesus. Okay, well, this guy is not guide friendly when it comes to, you know, showcasing what his team does. So I'll just tell you, when he digests you and poops you out, he deals now 390 damage over like 560 from before. And as you can see, the damage from the spikes is actually pretty damn low nowadays. Come on, hit me. Good. The spike damage is actually a lot lower than what it used to be. 10.5 to us, 14 to mobs. Now, it used to absolutely shred mobs. I'm not saying that it's probably still not gonna shred mobs, but you know what I mean. It would also, frickin' A. It also used to shred us. So it's a little more reasonable, especially when this is not how you're supposed to fight this guy. Just feed the damn thing, and then ow, and then deal damage. It's not that hard. And then just some final notes, everybody. They kind of updated how Ickers are gonna be spawning. They're gonna have kind of different variations on them, but let's be real, we're gonna see a million of these things. Variation, doesn't really matter. They also gave things some HD-ness, everybody, like winter rabbits. All right, piss off then. Winter rabbits are now looking a lot more HD. Ooh, they actually do look rather nice, but that's not all. They also gave it to beardlings themselves, shadow atriums, and the ornate chest, something you probably saw not too long ago. And lastly, they quote-unquote updated the updated attack animations that we saw in the depths of Duplicity, but now it's kind of back to what it was before. But it is still slightly different, and Instant Noodles here kind of put them all side by side for everyone to see, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see very little difference whatsoever, because there is very little different, but it is actually kind of different. Yeah, it's a whole freaking thing. But there you have it, everyone. A random Tuesday update for us all, alongside a rambling, unscripted Beardo. Gotta be honest, wasn't expecting something like this at all, but I suppose we should be on the lookout for more moving forward after today. But if I'm Klei, here's what I'm doing. Yes, refining what you do add is okay, even if I, myself, just think it's more stuff leading to more stuff that leads to nothing. But what we really need down here is not only reasonable, but welcomed progression. So we really do gotta look into how to get to the Atrium better than we can do so now with the stupid tentapillars. Please, for the love of God. But thanks for watching, folks. Well wishes to all. I'll see you in the next one that won't be unscripted, although I have heard that people kind of like me going off the rails a little bit. But we'll see what happens. Bye-bye.